Hello and welcome to Crescent Dreams. My name is Andriana and today I have some Imbolc messages for you. I make other videos relating to tarot cards, magic, witchcraft, motherhood, all of those kinds of things. I plan on being a lot more active in this new year with posting here all kinds of different things. So if you're interested in any of that, make sure to subscribe to me. I have piles 1, 2, and 3 here, and if you know how pick a card readings work, you can go ahead and look in the description for the timestamp of the pile that you'd like to choose, or you can watch all 3. But before I get into the cards, I have a February amethyst candle that I wanted to give us a moment to light and set our intention for February, since Imbolc is on February 1st. And then before I do that, I wanted to talk about the cards that I pulled for myself today. I kind of felt like the collective could use this message, and that is the Sun card and Timeout. Awareness, contemplation, solitude, time alone. So what I got from these cards today is that to appreciate Imbolc is in the middle, it's the halfway point between winter and spring. So at this time, we want to really look forward to the sun returning, the warmth returning, the life, the abundance, all of those things that come in spring. We're halfway through winter to spring right now, and that is something to really celebrate and look forward to. And then with the Timeout card, though, we want to remember that it still is winter and that it is time for rest. It's time for staying within kind of, that solitude and time alone, contemplation, just being at home, focusing on being warm, and just remember what winter's all about. And I really appreciate it while looking forward to the spring. I know for me, where I'm at right now, I am so cold and I'm like, where's the sun? I want to go outside and not have my toes be freezing. I want to just walk barefoot in the grass. I want the sun back, but I know that as soon as it starts to get hot out here in Texas, I will be wishing for winter again. So just appreciate the winter while we still have it. Look forward to the spring, and yeah. So if you don't know how pick a cards work, you can pick pile 1 based off of the number. You can pick piles 1, 2, or 3 based off of the number, or based off of the cute little things I have next to it. I have a door, a welcome mushroom sign, and a little teapot house. So you can choose a pile 1, 2, or all 3, whatever you feel called to today. And if you do start listening to a certain pile and it doesn't feel like it was meant for you, you can choose another one, or you can totally not continue the video at all. Before I get started though, I am going to take a moment to take a few deep breaths in while thinking about my intentions for February. And if you would like to join me, you could take a deep breath in. So I don't know about you guys, what your intention for February is, but I didn't even have one, honestly, when I first started breathing in, but peace just immediately popped into my mind, and I think that goes really nicely with the amethyst candle, because It's really helpful for calming and all that good stuff. So I am definitely calling in peace for February. And I would love to hear in the comments what you guys are intending to call in. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Alrighty, pile number 1. This is going to be your Imbolc reading. And when I say that I just screamed laying out these cards, I mean it. Right off the bat, I just want to say you have 3 major arcana in the middle here. You have the Lovers, Temperance, and the Devil. And that is just crazy. But right off the bat, I feel like right now you are kind of in this devil-ish place. You're kind of feeling trapped and stuck, maybe not feeling well mentally, physically, and I feel like you kind of know that it's your fault. I think that there's something that you're overindulging with, maybe just some bad habits that you are not letting go of. I feel low-key attacked right now. But I feel like there's just, you know what it is. Like in the picture, there's like treasure, gold, things like that. But I feel like it could be related. It could be shopping, it could be food, it could be sugar, it could be alcohol, it could be tobacco, it could be drugs. Like there could be something that you are just overindulging in, using too much of. Maybe it's toxic relationships. It could be, I'm just kind of picking up on a lot of things right now. What was I gonna say? It could be toxic thoughts. It could be too much TV, too many like negative energies. But I have a feeling that whoever is watching this knows what it is for them, because typically with the devil, I feel like if you see it on the card, the cage isn't locked. So if this mermaid wanted to, it could get out very easily. So that's what makes me think that you probably know what this thing is. What I'm seeing is, like, you know what it is, and I feel like you've already become aware of it, and I feel like the cards really want you to know that in this new season, like in this coming spring, like it's time to love yourself and take care of yourself, and not feel this way. Feel proud of yourself when you look in the mirror, and feel good about yourself, and start taking care of yourself. Like do your hair, do your makeup if that's what you like to do. Be clean, whatever that means to you. Cleanse yourself, just loving yourself and taking care of yourself. Temperance too, it's all about, it's like it comes, why did I want to say after? It comes before the devil to remind you balance. Like you can't do, those things are great. Whatever the thing is for you, it's great. I'm not even gonna lie. Like it's great. It feels great, but it's not sustainable. It's not gonna last forever. You can't keep doing it that way, and you know that. So it's time to start balancing. It's time to start concocting new routines, new coping mechanisms, new sources of joy. Like just because you need to stop doing that thing maybe for right now doesn't mean that you can't ever do it again. You just have to start finding that balance for sure. And with the Seven of Pentacles, I love the Seven of Pentacles in this deck. It's very different from other decks because it has a pregnant mermaid on it. That doesn't have to mean that for you. Also, this channel is friendly of, he, she, they, them, all that good stuff, any sort of sexuality preferences. So this doesn't have to mean pregnancy for you. This doesn't have to mean like a straight relationship for you. Just wanted to throw that out there. But I'm just seeing like there's right now, like you're really doing the work, like in like spirit, universe, whatever you feel called to think this is from, spirit guides, ancestors, what have you. They want you to know that you are doing the work and it's going to pay off very shortly. Like, now is not the time to give up. Now is not the time to give in to the devil. It's not the time to give in to the bad habits, to the toxic things. It's time to dig your feet in and continue to do the work and get to where you want to be. Like, your goals are in your mind and you've got to stay focused on them, and that's going to be much easier once you start to really love yourself, really take care of yourself, and find the balance. And what I see when all of this starts to be called in and or continues to happen, rather, I see the Three of Cups is this celebration. Like, there's gonna be like gathering of friends and family and like so much to celebrate, so much joy. Like, let other people know, let them in, let them know what's going on, let someone know, a friend, a family member, someone trusted, let them know what you're going through, and let them know your new goals, and let them know that you would like support in loving yourself again and finding balance. Ask for some advice, reach out to some people, and let them celebrate with you. It's so important that other people know what's going on so that they can cheer you on. Like, just because you let people know these things doesn't mean that you are a burden on them. Like, they don't have to do anything more than just like listen and support you and be so happy and celebrate with you when you start to move this way. I guarantee that if you told your most trusted person like what was going on and what your goals were, when they find out that you meet those goals, they are going to be so happy for you. All right, I want to move on to the oracle cards. So I have from this is, by the way, is the Mermaid Tarot deck, and I will be linking all of the decks that I use down below in case anyone's interested. But this one is from the Green Witch Oracle. Beautiful. Desire. Cause lettuce. Number 3. And it also has Cancer. It has like a little, I think these are called a plancet. I'm so sorry if I said that wrong. But from like a Ouija board. Has the moon on it, a little leaf. And then the Cancer right up here. And a star. I think I'm gonna read a little bit from that book just because I'm not super familiar with like the extra meanings on those ones. And I'll probably also read the meaning for this, but this is from the Oracle of the Mermaids, and you got the Unseen. Too much is hidden from you. Ooh. Okay. I have a few more, but I'm gonna wait until after I talk about these ones. So with Desire, number 3, lettuce, it says, love is the flower of life and blossoms unexpectedly and without law, and must be plucked where it is found and enjoyed for the brief hour of its duration. Ooh, that made me have funny feelings. Fulfillment in many areas of your life can be found by working a little more on your current relationships. Overcoming challenges is indicated, and new material gain and recovery are also shown. Let us help us get better physically and emotionally. It asks that you watch the way you're caring for yourself and to be careful about what it is you're focused on. Are your desires really serving your truth? Oh my goodness. Okay, so already that just connects so much to everything that I just said. your desires are not good for you right now, and it's time to really think about that. It's time to, yeah, you know, I was talking about flowers, like it's time to find new joys. It's time to start just, you know, going outside and picking a flower and just enjoying it while you can. It's about focusing more on your relationships and your goals and your relationship with yourself as well as others, but most importantly with yourself, and that will then help your relationship with those around you. But I have a feeling like this card already, like I just think it goes so well as well. Like there's too much that you're hiding from yourself. You can't do that anymore. Like you cannot. It's, I'm just gonna adjust, oops, the lighting a little bit, sorry. The sun's just starting to move a little bit in here. But anyway, so yeah, there's just a lot unseen from yourself and from others, and like you're hiding these desires in the dark. Like, and it's time to bring them to light, and like I said, share them with other people. Start admitting it to yourself. Like I have a feeling that you have been, but like really be honest with yourself. And it's funny that this is 3 and this is 4. So let me read you a little bit about the unseen. Too much is hidden from you. More information is needed, and we urge you to verify what you are told for yourself, and to only believe the evidence of your personal first-hand experience. Too much is unknown, so we ask you to please test the waters, find out what lies beneath what is being shown to you. It is easy to jump in, sometimes without examining what lies beneath the surface. At this time, you are being asked most sincerely to examine more deeply what is there, because there is much information that has yet to come to light, as humans say. There may be rocks, large and sharp, and it could be dangerous for you to dive. There may be sticks and debris in the water. There may be shallows where it seems too deep enough to leap. Before you go ahead, the mermaids are waving, urging from their watery homes for you to measure twice, cut once. Ask others who have experienced the same place and people what their advice would be. It is absolutely necessary for us to live with enthusiasm and innocence, but at this time, we mermaids are encouraging you to ask for advice from experienced others, and to use your blessed common sense and not put yourself in danger, for there are potential dangers about in these circumstances. The truth is that there is much going on at the present that is not obvious from where you stand. You must find out more, much more, before you even think of acting. So the reason why I was laughing was just because, like, when it was talking about, like, use your blessed common sense and not put yourself in danger, like, use your common sense and stop putting yourself in danger, like, literally. But that kind of goes along with what I was saying too, like, about, you know, you need other people's advice who are where you want to be and who have gone through what you're going through. Some, depending on what this, you know, toxic, not good behavior thing is for you, like, sometimes it's really, really hard to stop and to find new ways of being, and it is so important to talk to someone. So maybe even talk to a professional or find a support group. If friends and family don't feel like a valid option for you, I would definitely recommend, though, like, you have to lean on others right now. I want to get into the Moonology Manifestation Oracle cards. You have New Moon in Libra. Sorry, I'm going to try to move the cards out of the sun as much as I can. I'm sorry if that's, like, super annoying. Let me see if I can, there we go, move it up a little bit for y'all. Okay. So, New Moon in Libra. Know you are loved. Full moon in Sagittarius, see the bigger picture. Last quarter moon in Gemini, clear your mind. Beautiful. So those are some really beautiful messages, and I don't really feel like I need to get like super into detail with these. Like, they kind of speak louder than words. Like, it's time to clear your mind of these negative things, to clear yourself from within, like, and let go of these things and see the bigger picture, and like know that while it's gonna be really hard right now, know you're so loved. Like, it's gonna be hard right now, but I think that most of us, when we have these negative patterns, behaviors, and whatnot, you know, it's all about the moment. Like, it's all about the instant gratification. But if you even thought about the bigger picture for a second, you would probably be like, this isn't gonna make me feel good long term, so why do it? You know, like, why think about the bigger picture when you're in those moments of wanting to fall back into those desires. Don't think about what you desire right now. Think about what you desire long term. What are your goals? Like, is this in alignment with that? Probably not. So know that you're loved, know that you're supported, know that you can have this new start and this new beginning of all of this balance, of all of this self-love, and like building to reach your goals. All right, so that is all I have for you today, pile number 1. I hope that you received some beautiful messages today, and if you would like to leave me a comment, please do. I would love that. Or like, feel free to subscribe if you would like to see some more. And yeah, goodbye. Happy Imbolc. Hello, pile number 2, my little welcome mushrooms. This is your Imbolc reading. I forgot to mention in the intro that I will have all the decks that I'm using linked down below if you are interested. And yeah, let's get into it. See, we have the 6 of Cups, Ace of Swords, Justice, the 4 of Cups, and the Hierophant. I had to kind of like adjust things because the sun was starting to come in down here, so I'm sorry if it's a little off, but it's fine. Let me just get some water. Okay, sorry about that. So right off the bat, I feel like you're kind of a very serious person. Like with the cards on like the outskirts, it's like, this just makes me think of like, you know, checks and balances and like contracts and legal things, and like the Hierophant is like sitting at the desk writing, and I kind of think of like a historian. Like, maybe you're a student, maybe you're in school right now, I want to say, and you're just, or whatever, but like you're just very serious right now. Ace of Swords too, like sometimes can be about learning, and with the 4 of Swords is about boredom and kind of like, you know, he's just sitting there like drinking because he's bored and has nothing better to do. Like, maybe you're like going to school and just, you know, having some drinks after, because what's better to do? I don't know. Like, this totally could have nothing to do with you right now, but sorry about that. But that's just kind of what I'm thinking right now. But anyway, like, I just feel a lot of seriousness, but it's really interesting because it contrasts the Six of Cups, which I think is what Spirit wants you to get the message of today, is that in the coming springtime, you're gonna want to call in a lot more playfulness and fun and like childlike energy, and remember what it felt like to be a kid and to not be so serious. Like, what, it doesn't have to be school or anything of that nature. Maybe you are dealing with some sort of legal issues, or maybe you're trying to buy a house, or just whatever it is. There's just a lot of seriousness, and there's a lot of like boredom and like alone, like solemn feelings. But what this little card, or this little mermaid in the back, she's right there. Like, someone is willing to be there. Someone's willing to like play with you and have fun with you, and you're just not seeing it right now because you don't want to. You're just being very stuck in this like seriousness. But what you look back on later in life is not going to be like, oh, that was so fun, or that was a great memory when I was just so serious and, you know, took everything so seriously and didn't have any fun ever. Have some fun. Have some fun. Like, get outside and play. And like, you know, I talked about the sun card in the intro if you listened. Like, right now you're taking your time out for sure and having that like solitude and a long time, but it's coming time to start putting yourself out there. Maybe make some new friends, and or like go out with your old friends who you don't see anymore. Have some fun. Like, look at these little mermaid kids just being silly, like pure silliness. Just have a blast. Let's get into these oracle cards. This is from the Mermaid Tarot, by the way, and these next cards are from the Green Witch Oracle, and I meant to only pull but two came out. Interesting too that they are 18 and 19. And these I am going to read for you because I'm not super familiar with like the book meanings, but you got stimulation, chili, and strength, fennel. So right away, stimulation definitely makes a lot of sense. Like I was saying, like you're just kind of like not having very much fun right now, and you need to start stimulating yourself. Anyway, let me read those for you. So for 18, chili, garden as though you will live forever. Fresh ideas and situations are presented, and there are moments that you can see you and your ideas take center stage. You will need to take full responsibility and set up to challenge in order to gain a positive outcome or success. Chili asks you to work on your passions in life and make sure they are truly yours, that you are not simply what you think others want to hear. And there's also a little Aries on there, little Aries sign, and this is fiery energy, the fire sign. Anyway, sorry, I got distracted. So yeah, with that card, like, it's time to like play. It's time to like re-look at your passions. Like, maybe this like whatever serious thing that you're doing, maybe you thought that's what you wanted to be doing, but you're finding yourself really bored, and it's time to like rethink what your career is, or what you're studying maybe, because it's not stimulating you. It's not fun for you anymore. It's not what you thought it was gonna be, whatever this situation is. And I think maybe you need to have the strength to look into your passions and just have pure fun, so you can find what that is and just create. And yeah, so let's read fennel, strength. I have never had so many good ideas day after day as when I worked in the garden. You will find a greater strength and positive grounding energy coming forth, and even an invitation to undertake a new life path. Friendships are highlighted by fennel, and you may find you are spending additional time with those you align closely with. Situations in which sharing is high on the agenda will occur, and you are being prompted to share or teach what you know. Be careful not to work too hard or to become unnecessarily reclusive. So just like goes so well. Like, yes, so lean on friends, start making your friendships more of a priority again. And like, it's just so crazy. Like sharing and having fun, sharing not only like stuff, but sharing like your knowledge, sharing your ideas. Like, maybe this thing is like maybe like, I don't know, like there's so many things coming in right now, but like maybe you're just doing this thing like all on your lonesome, like this card kind of shows, and that's what's bothering you. So it's time to start sharing those things. Maybe teaching is something that you want to look into so that you can, you know, teach others about these things that you know that are very valuable. They do matter and they're very important, and they once did light you up and make you feel good, or you thought that's what you wanted to do, but it's just no longer for you in this way. All right, so I have this other oracle, and that is from the Oracle of the Mermaids, and that is receptivity. Allow yourself to receive, allow yourself to give. Spicy. So I'm going to read a little bit from that as well. In this lifetime, you may have learned in some ways that what is offered may have a hook, that there has been bait and there have been consequences at times for going for what seems to be offered. There has been a trap to it. We mermaids know this, for we have seen our companions, the beautiful sea creatures, caught on hooks, tempted by what looks like a treat, only to be hauled in and destroyed by the desire to have what they wished for. But there are offerings which are made with open hearts. There are those who hold out their hands with a gift inside, and all they wish for is the joy of coming into a relationship with you, of you making you happy and more satisfied, content, secure, and joyful. Not all gifts have strings attached, and in this instance we mermaids, we being water, which is the most receptive of elements, are asking for you to open your heart and receive what is being offered, the gift that is before you, be it one of money, love, a gift, or service. It is being offered as it is simply a joy for the being who is offering this to you. In this way, your receptivity makes this a sacred art. There are times to tune in to intuition and heed the warning, and there are times to move forward freely and learn how to receive. This is one of those times. We mermaids wish for you to have so much more, and at this time you are safe in accepting with an open, trusting heart what is being offered to you. It will be a most blessed exchange, no debt, no hook, no strings, only joyful acceptance of what is, after all, meant to be yours. Wow, okay, that was a little long, but I'm very glad I read it. I was getting chills while I was reading that. Sorry about that. I got interrupted. Someone thought that I would be done by now, but I am not. So let me get back into it, but that card just goes really nicely with what I was saying. Like, I think that you may feel like if you choose this new path and this new life, and if you choose joy and playfulness and stimulation, that there is like that's why you're so unhappy. Like, you just feel like something, like it's not going to sustain you, or it's not going to be enough money, or maybe this new thing isn't going to bring you joy either, but it is. Like, whoever you're going to meet along the way or bring back into your life, like, they want your highest good. Like, they want to bring you joy and happiness and like be there to support you and to cheer you on and to help strengthen you, and just like everyone around like just wants you to be happy. Spirit wants you to be happy. Your guides want you to be happy. So many people are just like waiting to give you gifts and give you advice and give you joy, and you just have to be willing to accept it. You have to be willing to accept it. You have to be willing to accept joy, and then through that you will have so much more to give. Like right now you're in this place of maybe feeling like you don't have enough to give, or what you have to give isn't good enough, but it is. Like, others want to give you gifts, and they also want to receive gifts from you, because you're special and you have gifts to give. You have knowledge to give. You have your own advice to give. Okay, and then lastly for oracle cards, I have the Moonology Manifestation Oracle cards, and I have Full Moon in Sagittarius. See the bigger picture. Full Moon in Virgo, take inspired action. Oh my goodness. Last quarter moon in Aquarius, reflect on your priorities. Wow. Like, wow. Pile number 1 also got this card, so could be a connection if you would want to go back and watch that as well. But wow, like especially with these 2 cards, like that just connects so well. Even this one too, like it's time to reflect on your priorities. Like whatever you're doing right now is just not, it's not your path. It's not what you're supposed to be doing. It's not lighting you up. It's not your passion. It's not filling you with joy. I'm sorry to tell you, bestie. I think you probably already know that. But it's just really time to take inspired action. It's time to receive. It's time to give. It's time to take steps towards joy and playfulness and finding out what you really want to do. See the bigger picture and know that, like, these are full moons. Know that coming up, like, you're gonna be so full of joy and abundance and these gifts from other people. You're gonna be overflowing and having so much to give to others as well. You're gonna be receiving so much strength, and you're gonna be giving so much strength to others. And this is just like really beautiful, beautiful message for you today. I know it kind of started off with me like coming at you that you're serious and bored, but this is beautiful. Like, you're about to just find out like what lights you up, and you might already know, like you might have been having this like deep down feeling. Maybe it is teaching for you that you want to start doing, or maybe like you have this new project or this new like thing in mind that you've been wanting to go for, and it's time. This is like the push that you needed to take inspired action and to really go for it. And if you don't know what that thing is yet, that's totally okay too. But start playing around, start figuring out what it is. I have a feeling that you're a very creative person, but you know, whatever you're doing right now clearly doesn't feel like it, but you are a very creative person deep down. And if you have been feeling lost, you should look into The Artist's Way. It is amazing. I'm not going to go into detail because this is already super long, but look up The Artist's Way, see if it's something that you feel called into doing. Anyway, thank you so much for letting me read for you today. If you would like to leave me a like or a comment letting me know if you got some good messages today, if you saw any symbolism, if it makes sense, yada yada. Yeah. And if you're interested in more pick a card readings or any of the videos that I talked about earlier, please subscribe so that you don't miss out. Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Welcome, pile number 3, to your Imbolc reading. Full disclosure, this is several hours later in the day, so you guys have my newest, freshest energy, but I had to go take care of my daughter for a bit, so I am back. And there are a bunch of people home right now, including my daughter and younger sister, so I have turned the music up a little bit. It's traditional Imbolc music, so I hope it's not too distracting, but it's in an attempt to drown out any noise that might come up during the reading. So I forgot to pre-shuffle the cards, so I am going to just shuffle them. I can attempt to do it on camera, but I will warn you that I am not the prettiest shuffler. Oh, and I just dropped some cards. Okay. I also apologize for the lighting being different. Also, obviously, it's several hours later, and the sun has moved around. Oh, I only meant to pull 5 of these cards, but it looks like you guys got a bonus card, and that's the Queen of Wands. So you guys have a lot to work with for this reading. The more the merrier. Okay. Oh my gosh, that is so great. Let me just fix that a little bit. Okay. So, there's a lot of Wands energy. There's actually every suit of the tarot here, which means that there's all kinds of different things at play. We have Wands and fire energy, of swords and air energy, pentacles, earth energy, and cups, water energy. So yeah, that might be why I feel a little bit all over the place, because I feel like there is quite a bit going on right now. And of course I accidentally just picked up my deck and this card fell out, which is the 7 of Cups, distractions. So hopefully I can, and the candle is flickering, hopefully I can rein in my wandering mind right now. I'm just feeling like I said, a little all over the place with this one. Right off the bat though, I want to say, like, this definitely feels like a journey. I feel like it's kind of going this way to me. The Queen of Wands, like, you have this newfound energy, this new passion, this new drive for your creative endeavors. I really see that you have this new found motivation, and you're trying to really, really work with that and work it into your life and just make things happen. Like, you want to take a lot of action, and I feel like you've been doing some introspection too. You've been doing some learning about yourself and your emotions, and this candle's going crazy. I just want to point that out. But you've been doing a lot of, like, introspection and work on yourself and work on your emotions, and just kind of like observing what makes you feel, and what do you like, and what feels good, and all of that kind of stuff. And I feel like you've also been doing a lot of, like, discovering, and a lot of working with others, maybe creating with others. And I feel like with the 2 of Wands, that usually is about, like, there's this, I think that all this new energy and everything going on here, like, it has led you to a possible opportunity, a possible big decision, or not like a decision, but like there's a big volcano smoking in the distance, and like this mermaid, he's having to decide, like, do I go for it? And if I do, I have to give it my all. Like, there's no looking back once I decide to go for it. So I feel like you're kind of in this place right now where you're looking ahead at some big, like, thing, which I'm getting to over here, and you're really having to, like, take that leap of faith and take that inspired action to go for it, whatever it is. And I feel like the key here is to learn, is to really, like, study and, like, and hone in on your craft. Like, don't be, like, you have this creativity and this motivation and this passion, but don't be afraid to learn more. Don't be afraid to dive deeper. Maybe take a class, or, like, I don't know, watch YouTube videos, or, like, do something to work towards perfecting whatever this is, so that it doesn't have to feel like so overwhelming and such this big thing, and it can just come from a place of, like, of just the creativity and the passion. Once you start, like, working on like, practicing more and learning more. And what I see out of all of this is that there is the Ace of Pentacles waiting for you. The Ace of Pentacles is, like, new adventure, new income, new some sort of, like, surprise, like, financial gain I'm seeing for you. Some, like, know that, like, this may be scary, and maybe you're looking to, like, make money off of these passions, or out of this passion, or using it, or whatever. Like, I think that even if you're not intending this to make you some money, like, I think once you start doing it, like, you will be gaining money. And it might not be in the way that you would expect, but I'm really seeing a lot of financial gain for whatever this is. And, like, maybe, I don't know, you're scared to, like, take a class, or because you don't want to pay for it, or, like, it's too expensive, or it's not worth it, or, like, I'm gonna, you know, take this class and then I'm gonna be down this money. But don't think of it that way. Think of it as investing in yourself, in your passions, and your future, because it will be returned to you. Like, it's not for nothing. Even if it's just for knowledge and just for fun, like, that is so worth something. But I really see it being turned around. Like, I think this new, like, these new skills surrounding your passions, like, I think that they could really be something that you could make some money from. And it's okay to make money from your passions. Like, you don't have to feel bad for that. All right, I want to get into the oracle cards. I forgot to mention that all of the decks that I used today will be linked down below. That candle is still flickering like crazy, y'all. There's a lot happening. I think, okay, so I was saying that the links will be down below. That was the Mermaid Tarot deck, and this is going to be from my Green Witches Oracle deck. So I will attempt to shuffle on the camera with you guys. Okay. All right, so I feel like you guys might have been drawn to pile number 2 as well. So if you want to go ahead and watch that one, you can feel free to do so. They also got Stimulation Chili. It is number 18. It connects to the fire element, and there is the Aries symbol there. So that is Stimulation, and I am going to read the book on this card and the next oracle, just because I'm not too familiar with the book's meanings, and sometimes they have some really beautiful messages in them that I could not just, like, remember word for word, and sometimes I feel like someone just needs to hear a little bit more than what I have to say. I need to calm down. Y'all are making me breathe heavy. I feel like I'm stimulated right now. Okay. Chili. Garden as though you will live forever. Beautiful. Fresh ideas and situations are presented, and there are moments that you can see you and your ideas take center stage. You will need to take full responsibility and step up to the challenge in order to gain a positive outcome or success. Chili asks you to work on your passions in life and make sure they are truly yours. You are not simply what you think others want to hear. Ooh. And the magical correspondences, I don't think I mentioned this with pile number 2, but I'm going to head and tell you guys. It says magical correspondence uses curse breaking, fidelity, passion, negative energy, protection, love. So spicy, like we were just talking about. You have all this passion, and it's time to take a leap of faith and fly. Like, it's time to go for it and just do it. It's time to make that jump towards your passions and towards your dreams, because they deserve a place to thrive. You have this, you want this, and you have to just go for it, girl, man, woman, child, they, them. Sorry, I don't know why I said girl and then everyone, go for it, everyone. Okay, next oracle. Cards be falling. I forgot to shuffle on camera. It's okay. Full moon in Pisces, forgive. Okay, so I feel like right away I'm thinking that you might need to forgive yourself. I think that you are finding your new passions, and you're doing a lot of introspection and maybe shadow work, and I think that you need to forgive yourself, because maybe you haven't been doing this good for a little while now. Maybe there has been a lot of shit going on, and a lot of distractions, and a lot of just craziness, and you're just kind of finding this groove and this place of flow, and finding yourself again. And I feel like you need to forgive yourself. It's time to forgive past you and be right now you. It's totally understandable when you're kind of learning all these new things, to kind of feel upset with yourself for not noticing them sooner. But you are wanting to be reminded today by spirit, universe, your guides, ancestors, whatever you feel called to. They want you to forgive yourself, and they want you to forgive others too. I think that you don't have to continue relationships with people that you choose to forgive. You just forgive them in your heart, or maybe you write them a letter and then you burn it. I like to do that a lot. Say it out loud on the full moon, or literally on the full moon. Whatever would make you feel better, just forgive them from your heart. You don't even have to say it to them. You can just do it on your own. But I think that that's something really important for you to move forward, is just forgiving mostly yourself, I feel like, for not following these passions sooner, and for not allowing yourself to kind of do this sooner. Okay, I need a sip of water. I'd like to add that it's also pretty windy outside right now. I did not feel like this for any of the other piles. Oh, okay, one already fell out. And one's jumping out. Oh my gosh, so many cards keep coming up. I think that pile 2 also got this card. Get one more. This probably looks not the prettiest. I'm sitting kind of off to the side. I told, I don't know, I've said before, I'm not a pretty shuffler, but it works. Okay, you got 4 of these cards. 4 wanted to come out, so I have 4 for you. I have the full moon in Leo. Go wild. Go wild. Do your thing. Love to see that. Full moon in Virgo. Take inspired action. Yup. I literally said that, and thank you. Like, some tarot and oracle never ceases to amaze me. Like, I literally said those words because I was thinking about this from the last pile, but still, like, does that not speak for itself? Okay. Last quarter moon in Scorpio. Reveal what needs to be seen. And new moon in Libra. Know that you are loved. And that was also in the last pile as well. So definitely you might want to check out pile number 2. But yeah, like this it just really, they just make so much sense. And I'll tell you why. Leo is also fire. Energy goes along with stimulation, goes with, you know, the Queen of Wands. Like, this looks like a badass Queen of Wands to me. Like, so much confidence and so much passion. Go wild, like, create, go wild, like, fucking dance in the moon and do your thing. Like, just do what wild you does. Like, maybe you are a Leo, I don't know, you had a lot of fire in here, but it could be a Virgo too, maybe, because I did get a lot of earth energy with the pentacles. But full moon in Virgo, take inspired action. It's literally, like I said with the 2 of Wands, it's just time to, like, take the jump, take the leap of faith. Just go for it. Like, go for it and be wild. Like, do what you want to do. There's no more, like, needing to like decide. Like, it's time to go for it. No more lollygagging. I think with reveal what needs to be seen, Scorpio, I think hold on one second, my video just stopped playing. Okay, there it goes. Sorry, the music changed and I think there was an ad, so I apologize if you heard that. But with reveal what needs to be seen, I think that can kind of go along with the Page of Swords. Like, reveal what needs to be seen, learn some new things. Like, maybe you don't know, you know, all that needs to be done in order to turn these creative endeavors into a job or into, like, a side thing. Or maybe you don't even want to do that, but you need to learn more. Like, say, for example, maybe you're sewing, and you should take a class on sewing so you can get better at it. Or maybe you want to learn how to read tarot cards and you have this newfound passion for divination and you really are wanting to learn, and that's great. And you want to do, like, some introspection. I think someone here does want to learn tarot cards. But yeah, like, maybe you need to take a class or watch some videos so that you can learn more about it and so that it doesn't seem like such this big deal. And the new moon in Libra, know you are loved. I just want to say, like, I am getting a big feeling that my dogs are barking, so I feel like this is true, and I was about to get emotional, so thank you to them for making me not cry. But I feel like a spirit guide or an ancestor is heavily present for you, and I feel like my own are right now too, coming through for me. Know you are loved. Like, you are so loved, and I think that through, you know, your creativity, maybe there's someone you need to forgive too, for some of you, but just know that through your creativity and through your introspection and your learning, like, you will be so connected to them, and you will know that they are there for you. Like, I'm really feeling that. Like, I think that they have a big hand in supporting you, and they will have a big hand in helping you get this financial gain or this, like, new adventure that you're so desperately wanting. I think there's something that might need to be seen, that you need to reveal, is you need to start, communicating with them. I don't know, that's not quite the message that I got with pile 2 for that card, but I was about to start crying right there. Yeah, so overall, I went really long with you guys, but I think I said everything I needed to say. Thank you so much for letting me. This has been an all over the place pile, you guys. I need to take a breath. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. I really appreciate it. I look forward to reading for you again, hopefully in the future. If you liked this video and you want to see more, please subscribe. If you liked, leave me a comment to let me know if this resonated for you, if you found any extra symbols, if you got a certain message that you'd like to share. I would love to hear about it. So yeah, thank you, and have a great rest of your day, and happy Imbolc.